Hey guys, Hop here for TFBTV. We are at the NRA Annual Meeting 2024 at the SIG booth, talking to Phil Strader once again. We wanted to talk about the MCX regulator, but James already did it. And then we wanted to do the CalX kit. Oh, God. Well, we wanted to talk about the regulator, but James already reviewed it completely. And then we wanted to talk about the CalX kit, but they all sold out already, and you don't have any spares to show us. So instead, we're talking about like a phone app or something?
Well, yeah. So this is a very interesting opportunity for us to kind of bring the company of SIG-Sauer into someone's handheld, into their iPhone or Android or whatever the case may be. And it's called SIG Connect. And it's basically an interactive system that gives people access to exclusive podcasts, training content, behind the scenes. We have SIG studios that are actually pretty well produced events and films that we're actually putting together that people have access to. But one of the bigger benefits is it kind of gives you the opportunity to change the way you shoot on a range. So I personally hate going to a shooting range, sitting in a booth, and just punching holes in one target. To me, it's just not exciting because I've just gone down that competition road for too long. So I can tell you that when I was testing this new product, I found myself spending a lot more time in the actual shooting lane, shooting at one target, because there was an opportunity to do something a little different and a little bit more exciting. And what the SIG Connect app looks like is kind of what is in here. This is a larger tablet version of what a shooter would see. And it all is integrated into what's called a T300 target, which is this system right here. And what this is something you would basically just hang on to your target hanger, and there are actually diodes that connect the target's area electronically to the actual target system. So this will actually detect hits by the bullets basically short out the signal to the target, and the target connects to your phone. This Bluetooth connected to your phone, and it actually records hits. So you can either do a free shoot where you're just trying to shoot A, B, D, whatever the case may be, and it'll show you where you've hit, or you can actually do games where you can do scramble. You can use this target behind me here for Simon Says or SIG Says. But scramble would basically be an example of where they would give you could just pick their target, which would be this one, and then you just play the game. Of course, it's not working now, but
try very easy difficulty.
Oh, yeah, very easy, difficult. Let's go easy because I'm
ooh, bold.
Yeah, there you go. So basically what it does is it gives you a target array that you have to shoot, and then it tells you go. It gives you this one, I think for easy, it gives you 4 targets. And then when you get near the buzzer, you actually shoot, and it'll record your hits as the bullets pass through. And it gives you a hit factor score. So it actually scores you, and it gives you a time, and the faster you do it, the better your score. And it just kind of makes things a little bit more interesting on the range instead of just shooting a target and hoping for the best, or putting a timer on your hip and shooting and not knowing which hits were which. And
so more akin to like competition shooting, where the challenge is set for you rather than like shooting drills or just shooting aimlessly on your own, where you kind of make your own stuff up.
Right.
But this actually gives you a new challenge is presented that you have to sort of react to rather than knowing exactly in advance what you're going to do.
Right, exactly. And look, there's benefits to both, obviously, but I'm a big fan of breaking out of your comfort zone and doing things that they're typically outside of your realm of understanding. And I'm telling you, when you get I
was worried you're going to touch me again there.
Oh, sorry, like that? Okay, so the T300 is something that you can actually purchase, and the targets, obviously, they're not cheap, but again, they're reusable. I mean, these targets will take about 150 hits per target area, depending on, if you're trying to cut the D zone out of it, it might not be as accurate, but they will take a lot of hits. We've shot the heck out of these targets, and they're actually quite durable and pretty resilient. And of course, on the other side of you over there is the hit detection system, which is basically another program where we can actually give you a paper target to print out. You print it, put it on your backer, and your phone is set up on basically a bipod, and it takes a picture of the target, and it has hit detection. So it actually sees the hits on the target and evaluates your group size, the number of hits, the order of the hits they were in, and it has like a self-taping function where you can just keep the holes in the target. That'll electronically tape your hits, and you can shoot it again, and it'll keep track of every hit.
I like the way that they're numbered, because that's kind of like when you're trying to diagnose like where you might have thrown a shot. Right. You're like, that was my presentation
exactly.
shot, but was it really?
My third shot.
Or your follow-up. Right,
yeah.
Exactly. So you're doing a build drill, you know that your shots are transitioning high or low, or doubles. So how many times you shoot a double, and you're always like, here, first shot, second shot, or do you know if it's his first shot, second shot? Are you transitioning up, or are you pushing, it's this can be any targets that you would pick. I mean, as long as you can have the corners of references that the target can actually pick up on. I'm telling you, it's as much fun as you can have in an indoor shooting lane, shooting at 1 or 2 targets.
Is there anything like fine print in the end user license agreement that says you have to shoot these with SIG guns?
Yes, absolutely. These can only be shot. In fact, you can only shoot SIG pistols at any indoor range in the country.
Once you sign the EULA, then you're stuck. You're a SIG person for life.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you own an indoor range, if anyone shows up to your range without a SIG pistol or SIG firearm, they got to go.
Well, thanks, Phil, for walking us through an app. It's not as cool as a gun, but it's all right, I guess. Oh, God.
Good seeing you.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned to TFBTV Show Time for more stuff from NRAM 2024.